Hello and welcome to Yodas, and today in building WW1, episode 4 of our grand finale, we have got a lot of amazing content for you. We're going to be doing lots of work on the mock, and it's going to be lots of time lapses. However, first of all, before we get into that, I'd like to introduce you to
Yoda2 here again.
Yoda2 is back to do some critiquing. Yes, he's going to be here. He's just going to do constructive criticism as usual, business as usual. Hey, yep. So before we get started into what we've been doing in the last week, I'd like to do a very special thing. So last week we had our first ever shout out challenge on our channel. So that was to find this hot dog stand somewhere in last week's episode of this mock. And the winner of this amazing contest was none other than Sir Dr. Eaglehawk Studios. So be sure to check out his channel, which will be in this video about right here. It's going to be right there in the video. So be sure to check it out. He does a lot of amazing stuff. He does minifigure customs as well as some stop motions. Be sure to subscribe if you really like his channel and help him out. So that was last week's winner. So now we're going to get into what we're actually going to be doing today. So today I'm going to talk about these custom figures I have right here. I'm not going to use this hot dog stand. Yeah, I just threw the hot dog stand away. And we're going to be working on a lot of the groundwork down here. I'm also going to talk about the start of a custom Lego motorbike I'm making. I'm going to be making a house. So we're going to start by, if I just move the camera here, I'm unhappy with all this dark green down here. So we're going to rip all of that up, and then we're going to put some of the normal green down here. We're also going to put the black border, and I'm sure the second Yoda would like to help, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Yep, so we're going to go and do that right now, and yeah, so cue awesome time lapse. Okay, so we have just gone ahead and we have totally destroyed all that darky green color, and we've now replaced it with this normal green. So what we're going to do with this area down here is we're going to make it's going to be like a little wrecked house. So we're going to have some type of wrecked house. I'm not sure what exactly the building is, but it's going to be a bit wrecked. So we started the roof the other day. So now we're going to go and finish it off. So I'll show you types of that. And then we're going to put it on here and adjust and do a bit more work down here. And then we're going to go and talk about my custom soldiers. So let's get into this. Okay, so here we have it, our wrecked house placed in the field right here. So I've tried to put a lot of detail into this, as much as detail as possible. So one of the features here you'll notice at the front is this destroyed glass. So what I've actually done is I built it up from the bottom, and then I've also built it a bit from the sides and from the sides there and the other side there. So to create that little bit of extra detail into it. As well as that, I've used a bunch of textures. I am pretty happy with how this has turned out for my first official house I've ever made. I could probably improve on a few things in the future. But let's check out the roof here. So if I just bring the camera up here, you can see the roof here. So again, I've gone and done some little type of roof support here. So that's correct, and then here you have the actual part of the roof. So now we're gonna go and finish up all this terrain around here. So we're just gonna make that all look nice and neat, and then we're gonna finish up our episode with our custom minifigures.
Okay.
And here we go. We have finished. We finished most of this area down here. I've got a bit of a plate shortage, so I'm gonna have to go and look around for some more plates to finish up this area. Otherwise, we will be doing a more in-depth view of the house. Probably sometime this week we'll do a bit of a review, more in-depth, something like that. As well as that, we just put a bit of grass around here. So that's finished that area. So next week we're going to definitely finish this area, and possibly even get this area finished, and then just work on all the little smaller details. So now we're going to go and have a look at the minifigures and also the start of the custom motorbike. Can't forget that. Anything you'd like to add before we move on about anything really in general?
Have you shown them the broken window of the broken house yet?
Yes.
Yes, it's very nice. There's not really much except for maybe the grass around that meadow around the house. Really, maybe make a bit little clumps of them, like more intertwined instead of just spread out.
Yeah, okay.
At the moment, it just looks like you just chucked them on a plate.
Yeah, I'll find more grass,
Yeah.
Maybe even a little tree and something like that. Not
Yeah.
sure. Don't overdo it.
Oh, that's my bad, guys.
Yeah. He's really rubbish at doing stuff. He likes knocking everything over. Really frustrating.
No, everything else is pretty good, but we should move on to the motorbike, I think.
Yeah, and the minifigures.
Oh yeah, then let's not forget the minifigures.
Okay, so here we have my custom German and British soldier. So here we have a German officer and a British private. So I have painted these guys up myself. So this little gear here, that's made out of paper card, bit of paint, same with that here. So all that custom painted guns. I will be doing a more in-depth video on them later in the weeks to come, so be sure to look out for that. So yeah, I'm gonna eventually paint up all my other soldiers like this, and this is gonna be the army for this mock. So let me know what you think about these guys in the comments down below. As well as that, before I finish up, I'd like to show you the start of a custom motorbike I'm making. So this here is a sidecar for a motorbike. It is coming together very nicely so far. So this is the little, so if you picture this here, the motorbike's over here, and this here is this little side here. So this one comes with a Vickers machine gun, the actual model. So I've got a little custom painted machine gun here. Go up and down, left and right a bit. As well as that, I've got little details all around here. Still gotta finish it up. This is the prototype, so there's a bit of other work to do. But that is the custom sidecar for my motorbike. So that finishes today's episode. So until next time, be sure to like and subscribe to 3 Yodas.